U.S. stocks, they're holding steady this Friday here at the New York Stock Exchange after a wild week where earnings and data continue to dominate the headlines. The Commerce Department saying the U.S. economy grew by 4.1% in the second quarter, in line with expectations. That's the fastest rate of growth since the third quarter of 2014 and the third best growth rate since the Great Recession. Meanwhile, after a near 20% drop yesterday, Facebook still down, but just about 0.2%. Meanwhile, the euro-dollar's worry begin in the forex market that sees the downside prevail, and that's also in focus this afternoon as the pair remains on the downside, capped by its declining moving averages. Short positions below 116.70 are favored, with targets at 116 and 115.80 in extension. Onto the British pound US dollar pair that sees the key resistance at 131.35, while the dollar yen intraday sees caution. Now the Bitcoin dollar intraday sees the downside prevail as long as 80.67 is the resistance. The pivot point stands at 80.67, while gold intraday sees the downside prevail, and that's also in focus. Gold standing below its horizontal resistance at 1224.50 and capped by a declining moving average. Short positions below 1224.50 are favored, with targets at 1215.50 and 1211 in extension. And lastly, silver intraday sees the downside prevail. Don't forget to follow Trading Central on Twitter and other social media networks for all of your forex market updates, and for Trading Central Web TV from the New York Stock Exchange on a Friday afternoon, wishing you a great weekend. I'm James Swinney.